Hey, hi. I'm Mona, and if you're here, you found Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot. It's time for another reading. So I have the Steampunk Tarot, and then I have the Bicycle Unicorn deck. I hope everybody's doing okay. We're just going to shuffle one time, get a general energy card starting out. Holidays coming up, right? I hope you guys enjoy yourself on those days. General energy for today's reading is Six of Pentacles, giving to two. Uh-huh. That's like doing a lot of work. And isn't it funny how I said, the holidays are coming up and whatnot? Yeah, so maybe we have a lot of busy people out here during the holidays. Having to, and I think the kids are out of school, right? See two kids in there, kind of picturing like mom and the two kids, and she's just like juggling, doing all kinds of things, busy, busy, busy. Somebody might be like that out there. It's a 50-50 card though, so we have a couple people out there who are not really doing anything, right? Just chilling. Okay, it's okay. It's not even a big deal, right? Let's go ahead and get 5 cards to start out. Yeah, if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Hope everything is going okay with you. Hope this holiday season is wonderful for you. Same for the new people, right? If you're new here. Hope everything's going okay for you guys. Just chilling out with the family or with yourself or whoever family is to you, I have doggies. I have doggies, so that's my family. But yeah, trying to start out, get 5 cards to start out here. If you like the way I read, you can subscribe, like, comment, and share if you want, Otherwise, I'll still be around doing something. That's a lot of cards. So you know what? I'm going to put them back. We're going to keep going. I still need 3 more cards. We're trying to find out about this busy person. Busy or not busy, right? We have 2 types. Someone who's busy, got a lot going on, got to take care of the kids, clean the house, get ready for Thanksgiving, decorate the house. Like, I'm feeling like a real busy like that. Somebody's got a lot going on. So I need 1 more card. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the 8 of Pentacles. This is about somebody working on their craft and doing it alone. So this does kind of seem like a real busy reading. Like someone's busy, 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 right? Can you see that card okay? Let's see if I can scoot some things over so you guys could see better. It's like the stand is moody. It's almost time for a new one. That's why. Can you see better? Yeah. Okay. So we have the 8 of Pentacles right here. This is about working on your craft, doing it alone. Now, in the reverse, though, this is about, possibly not working on anything. It could also possibly be like you're working on something, but you're not doing it alone, right? You got people to help you. And you know what? In certain situations, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, Maybe you took on too much to handle and you need a little help. You know what I mean? So it's one or the other, any of those definitions you can possibly throw in there. It's general, right? May or may not resonate, right? We got a lot of reversals at the beginning here, though. Look at this. Reversals are not always bad, though, okay? So the first card that came out, we have the King of Wands in reverse, all right? That guy, he's not very nice, though. He's in the reverse. He's not very nice. He's kind of angry, bitter, mad all the time, Somebody, I'm getting this as somebody who who's right all the time, even when they're not, right? This is just an angry individual. Maybe in the past, I'm feeling this is an older person, maybe in their younger years, they were more passionate about what they did, but now they're just old and bitter and angry. So I'm kind of feeling like this is the energy of like an old, bitter individual. Okay. Now, this doesn't have to be your energy. You know, maybe this is someone you know. Because if you're like happy and everything's going okay in your life and the story's like devastation, you know, that's not you, you know. Might as well just, you know, get some popcorn and some sodas. This is just a story to you. You know what I mean? But somebody one day will catch this reading and that will be them. Four of Cups in the reverse. So somebody may have also been waiting for another person to make some sort of offer. That's why this person could be angry, because they're like, you know, they should have come back by now. They should have made that offer by now. And their energy could be this, Four of Cups reverse, kind of angry. This guy on the picture, he looks bored. But for some reason, when I'm looking at it in the reverse, it's reminding me of somebody who's angry, kind of pouty. Like, darn, they didn't come back. They didn't make that offer. Like, the whole time, they thought that they'll come back. You know, they always come crawling back. And somebody here didn't. Somebody here was like, no, I don't need that. I'm not going back to that. You know what I'm saying? And so now they're all butthurt, you know. But that's not your problem, you know what I mean? They were treating you some sort of way and you didn't want to deal with it, so that was that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what can I say? I think that was a good idea, if that resonates. And then we have the Moon in reverse, of course. Of course. It's because somebody here found out the truth. They know that someone here was not good. Yeah. They know that somebody was working on their craft with others, whatever craft that was, right? While somebody was possibly at home, taking care of the kids, doing all the shopping, doing all the cleaning, doing all the work, whatever, right? It could be anything. It could even be involving a business, having a business partner, and they don't do anything there. They just come in and have a good time and leave. They don't do any of the business stuff. They just kind of fool around, and the other person's over there sweating bullets and doing all the work. You know, it's kind of like that, depending on the situation, right? And then what do we have here? The Ten of Pentacles. Now, this is obstacle or advice. Advice, this is good advice. Ten of Pentacles. Go for your hopes and dreams. Go for something that has longevity. That's for real. That's, you know, that's good for you. But it's also an obstacle because it ain't easy to do that. It's not easy just to go and be Ten of Pentacles. No, you have to put in the work. Yeah. For some people, it might be easy because, you know, we have some people out here who are like the criminal types, you know, and they do things underhanded to get, you know, and unfortunately they get it. But in the long run, you know, things happen. Karma comes around, you know, even if it doesn't hit in this life, it will hit somebody, maybe possibly in the next life. I don't know. And no one really does know. But you know what? I'm not taking any chances. So I just try to be the best I could be. You know what I'm saying? I just try to be the best that I could be and hope for the best. You know, that's how you got to be. Just be grateful. Grateful for whatever it is you got going on at all times, you know. So somebody might feel like it's hard to get there. And it is. It is hard to get to the Ten of Pentacles. But, you know, when you do get there, when you start feeling a little bit of success here and there, you're like, wow, is this what it feels like to feel good and have success? Yeah, it's better than any drug out there. You know, it's better than anything. So it's possible, and that's the advice. Go after your hopes and dreams. Do good for yourself, you know. Be happy inside, you know. And the end, we have the Seven of Wands, and that's about defending yourself or being defensive. And you know what? That's what you got to do. You got to defend your hopes and dreams. You got to stand up for yourself. Don't let others bring you down. You're not good enough to do that. You're not good enough to be a whatever. You know, like whatever. There's so many things that people want to be and people want to do, right? And you could have had people in your life telling you that you're not good enough, right? So I see someone here in the end, they're just going to keep defending whatever it is that they got going on. Their hopes and dreams, their goals. You know, good for you. Good. This is a strong-willed individual we're talking about right here, right? I don't know about this guy, but somebody here, yes. All right. So this is the Bicycle Unicorn deck. Let's go ahead and see. Let's see, who is this King of Wands right here, right? So mad, so angry all the time. That can't be good for your blood pressure, you know what I mean? It really can't. Calm it down. That anger, jeez. Somewhere, I don't know where, and I don't know the exact saying, it says somewhere like it takes less muscles to smile than to frown, or I don't know. That popped into my head. I just don't know the exact wording of it. But this is this person right here. Like, they're not happy. They're angry, I'm feeling like, about something or another. Bottom of the deck, 10 of Wands. Oh, they have a lot of burdens. This person has a lot on their plate. Whatever it is, right? Just like this Six of Pentacles person, right? They have a lot of going on, giving to this, giving to that. You know what I'm saying? And then take care of the kids. So somebody here has got a lot on their plate. They have a lot of burdens going on here. And they could be Eight of Pentacles reversed too, because it's too hard to do it on their own. Yeah, they could have seeked out some sort of assistance to help. So that could be a reason that somebody's angry right now. Because they got a lot going on, and they're trying to find the right help. They're upset. You know, somebody did too much and didn't, look into the future. They didn't plan on whatever this was, right? So we have the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. That's what this person wanted. They wanted some sort of wish fulfillment from whatever it was they were doing, right? And then we have the Nine of Wands here. This also doubles as a Sun card. Someone was enlightened to a situation. Remember when I told you that somebody might be hoping for somebody to come back? That's why this person could also be angry, because they thought that somebody coming back, their wish fulfillment will come back and rescue them from their burdens or whatever or whatnot. And they realized, with that Nine of Wands Sun card, that, wow, they're really not coming back. And that's why they're like super angry. Look, Five of Cups. Sad over the loss of this relationship. Right there. There it is. They thought their wish fulfillment was going to come back. They thought that, there's no possible way that person will ever come back. And guess what? They're not coming back. Somebody realizes that now. I mean, what can I say? You leave a person alone long enough, and they learn how to get along without you. You know what I'm saying? So now we have this King of Wands with all these burdens, but guess what? The one that they were waiting for, thinking, oh, they'll be back. That person basically released all those burdens. Somebody was like, oh, well, I'm not going to take on these burdens anymore. You can have them. You know what I'm saying? So somebody thought that they were, the best thing in the world, and so they're surprised in figuring out that they're not, right? So we have this Four of Cups in reverse. Somebody's kind of mad because they realize that, wow, they really aren't coming back. I mean, shoot, what do you expect, right? One more card. So, 1, 2, 3. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Ace of Pentacles. So yes, that means that you have to start over. So somebody didn't want to start over. They thought that somebody was going to come back, or then they could continue from wherever it was they left off. But now that they know that somebody's not coming back anymore, they're like, darn, I got to start over now. Well, you know, you shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have expected that, you know. That was like a super illusion, right? Because the past is an illusion. And, you know, the future is an illusion. The only thing that's real is now. So you have to plan for the future. You can't just expect for the future. No, it doesn't work that way. That's why they're always saying you got to put in the work. You got to put in the work. You got to put some kind of work in. I mean, what do you think? You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to this guy right here who was pissed off because they come to realize that you're not coming back, or they're not coming back, or whoever is not coming back. Now we have this Ace of Pentacles here, and they're pissed. Like, darn, I got to do it myself? Yeah, you got to do it yourself. You got to start over yourself. You can't, like, ride off the coattails of others and hope to just, like, you know, weasel your way into their life that's already been established. Now, in the reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse is this person just cannot do it alone. And like I said before, you should have thought about that. You should have thought about that before. Before you thought you could just jump into other people's lives and continue with them with whatever they've been building and doing and think that it's okay. You know? We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Knight of Wands reverse. Is this upright or reverse? Let me see. Okay, this one's reverse. Eight of Wands reverse. There's no messages coming in. No swift messages coming in. Right? No swift movement to create any sort of stability. That's why this person's so pissed off, because he can't come back into someone's life and pick up where they left off. This person has to start over. Yeah. Why? Because they were lying. Somebody knew that there were some lies going on over here. They knew there were lies. They knew there were deception. They weren't sure if this person was going to come back or leave or whatever, but now they know. They know now. Ace of Cups. That's a new emotional beginning, right? Now, I don't think the new emotional beginning is with that person who's over them. This person's not coming back. I don't think that emotional beginning is that. Even though I do see like two little horses on here on the Ace of Cups. You see that? This is a nice card. Even though I do see that, I don't believe that this person is going to find this love with their, you know, their lies or deceptions or their messages of, you know, manipulation. They're not going to be able to find that kind of stability. I kind of feel like wherever this person is, they've already like dried up all their opportunities. Like there's no more opportunities here. Like everybody knows how this guy works or how this girl works. So they're like, I kind of feel like that Ace of Cups needs to be them having a new emotional beginning for themselves. Because this person had no love for themselves. Possibly jumping from home to home, you know, fitting in where they could get in. And it doesn't matter if the people are drinking, doing drugs, whatever, they would do it too. And that's not a good life. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of feeling that somebody needs to start over on several things in their life. And they got to do it alone. 2 aces, 2 ones. 1 is the loneliest number that you'll ever know. You know that song? I don't know who sings that, but yeah. So we have the moon. Yes, one is a lonely number, but eventually you come to the conclusion that, wow, you kind of like number one, which is, of course, yourself, because you can be yourself. You don't have to act a certain way when people come over. You don't have to try to play in with any kind of groups or crowds. Who cares about those people? You know what I mean? Really. You can be yourself. Wow, got a lot of new beginnings for someone, though, because we got an Ace of Wands right here. That also doubles as the Strength card. Yeah. You can need one more card, though. One more card. Woo, we got two. I'm going to put this one back. What's this one? Four of Swords, Death card. Three of Swords, Heartbreak. So we absolutely know that something's coming to an end and someone is going to be heartbroken. We know that for a fact. Well, in the story, right? Not for a fact in real life. I don't know. Maybe it resonates for somebody. But right here, that's what that means. It's over and someone's heartbroken. Okay? Bottom of the deck with a Joker card. Now that's also the Fool card. Taking a leap of faith. Somebody is going to take a leap of faith in this situation. 50-50 card, though, indicates that 50% of the people out there will not. Because that's just how it is. There's free will. You don't have to do anything. Nobody has to do anything if they don't want to. Right? Everybody has their own reasons. It could be out of fear, embarrassment. They don't want to be seen. They don't want to be known. Whatever anybody's excuse, no one has to do anything. But someone here is going to take a leap of faith. And it's in regards to ending something. And, you know, I'm sorry I broke your heart, basically. 10 of Cups. Oh, you know what that feels like? Somebody's married. That was the Secrets and Illusions. Somebody found out that somebody was married. 10 of Cups energy. And you know what? What's crazy is they're happily married. But the problem here is they still have, you know, the tendencies to go out and cheat. And in some families, they allow that. Unfortunately, some people don't appreciate or respect the union of marriage. A lot of people don't. And this, unfortunately, does happen. But somebody here is strong. maybe they've already been married and divorced before or something. I don't know. But somebody here is strong enough to handle this. And then we got the Four of Swords, and it's over. And it ended. You know, another reason why somebody would be strong enough to handle something like this, like it's okay that it's over, I'm not heartbroken, but the other person might be, is because if there was abuse here. If it's easy for somebody to just like up and leave, it's because there's some underlying issue here. There's abuse, there's theft, there's, you know, whatever it is. But if somebody's quick to leave like that, there's some other underlying issue in regards to the relationship, and that's just it. You know? So we have the 10 of Pentacles here. Tell us about this 10 of Pentacles, you know. Great future, longevity, something that's real. You know what I mean? Something that's real. Not some bullcorn. We have that 3 of Swords again at the bottom of the deck this time. Something's taking time. The Knight of Pentacles, slowest moving knight in the deck. This means that something's taking a while. Okay? This is something that's, you know, and if it's healing and or whatever. Things take time. It doesn't matter what it is. Right? To fix stuff, it takes time. Whether it's a physical thing, a mental thing, whatever, it takes time. Right? We do have the 4 of Pentacles here, and so it kind of looks like somebody's hanging on to something really tightly. So whatever is taking this time, it's because someone's having a hard time getting over it. Somebody got really heartbroken, like really, really bad. And I mean, sometimes when it's like that, it could take years to get over something for some people, right? Um, I do hope they do get over it though, because you miss opportunities with good people, right? Nobody here deserves to be treated like dirt, you know? And you will find someone new, because half the time when people are that heartbroken over somebody, it was because they were manipulated into thinking that they're never going to find anybody better, that all they treat them better than anybody ever will. That's not true. That's not true. There's a lot of nice people out there, and you don't deserve to be treated poorly. You really don't. Um, you should be treated like when you go places, maybe you go to a theme park or or just a place where it's public, and you strike up a conversation. It's real nice with somebody, and you don't even know who they are, but it's like the nicest conversation you had in like the longest time. Like, that's how you should feel around a person who cares about you. Like, they're interested, or they're having a good time with you, having a good conversation. Like, and I'm talking about, like, this is a stranger. You know what I'm saying? If you feel better around strangers than you do your own person, then maybe you're not with the right person either. And a lot of the times it's due to manipulation, or they manipulated you into thinking that you're no good or you're not enough. Those are lies. Okay, I'm just letting you know. Okay, final card here, Ace of Pentacles. Somebody is not wanting to start new or with somebody, or it's either that, or they're just having a hard time having this new start. All those aces came out already. Somebody here is ready for a new start, but they're still working on things that are, it's hard. It's hard to get stable. So that's why that Ace of Pentacles is in the reverse. They want to get stable, but it's too hard right now. So they're working on that. What was the other one in reverse? It was right here. Ace of Swords. Oh, we didn't get the Ace of Swords, did we? We got the Ace of Wands in reverse over here. We got it in the upright over here, though. So that other ace didn't come out at all. If it did come out, it would be that, the card of truth. And if that card did come out, it would be like, you have to be honest with yourself. That's what that would mean. You got to be honest with yourself. You can't have a new start if you still have some healing to do. I mean, you can have false new starts, right? What do you call that? When you break up with somebody and then you just jump into another relationship, the boundary, or no. I can't remember the word, you guys, but if I do, I'll let you know. Rebound. Yeah. You might be a rebound person, or, like, especially if somebody really does like you and you look at them like a rebound person. I mean, that kind of sucks, I think. I don't know. That's why it's better to just be friends first, right? Friends first is the best. I still need one more card for the Seven of Wands, because somebody is feeling pretty defensive, or trying to defend their case, or defend themselves, or defend the situation. You know what I'm saying? Got the Six of Pentacles. So look, we started on the Six of Pentacles and we're ending on the Six of Pentacles. So somebody here is doing the most, doing a lot of work, very busy, and somebody here don't want to do nothing. Right? They are not willing to put the work in, right? And they're willing to defend that energy too, though. Don't mess with my peace, right? Eight of Swords, it's in the reverse. And this is telling me that somebody is releasing feeling trapped in the confines of their own mind, or somebody is trying to trap them in the confines of their own mind, and they just can't. It doesn't work. This could be somebody trying to stress someone out, manipulators, narcissists, all that stuff, gang stalking, whatever. Somebody here is trying to make someone nervous, but you look, this person is defending the castle. You see that? This chick's like, yeah, come and try. Come and try. And it's not bothering this person. These people, places, things thought it was going to bother this person, and this person's like, no, you don't faze me. Right? And this could also be a Queen of Pentacles, because we got her there. She's in the upright now. So, I mean, there's some couple people here, but some of these people are not very boisterous. Some of them are fearful, and they think they're entitled, right? That's what I see for the energy here. And some people have to work extra hard to do something, and some people are just angry and people bend at their will. Yeah, so far I have this. And so we have some people trying to intimidate another person, but this person's standing strong. We do have Queen of Pentacles here, so we could be talking about a Queen of Pentacles, somebody who is a divorced person or widowed person, something like that, or just a person who is definitely financially secure, can take care of themselves, very generous and kind. Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold. And you know what? They might be feeling left out in the cold because everything they're doing she doesn't care. She doesn't care. She stands her ground. And that's it. And even though we have the Queen of Pentacles right here, and she like stands her ground, and she's very kind and generous and all that, that doesn't mean that she's a pushover. Yeah, no, it sure doesn't. She's kind and generous because she wants to be. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some letters. Let me dig deep. All right, let's see what we have. We have Q, V, L, G, N, D, X, Z, C, M, Z, F, F, C. I cannot spell nothing right here because no vowels came out. Okay, so this could be an acronym. This could be somebody's first, middle, last initial. I'll read them again to you because I kind of went really fast. So it was G, L, V, Q, N, Z, F, F, C, Q, X, Z, M, and C. Okay. Anyways, you guys, if it resonated, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Also, keep it true love energy. Happy, friendly, loving types. We have nothing to fear as long as we stay calm and cheerful. I'm Mona. It's Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.